Welcome back to The Explainer. Look, I'm going to break the fourth wall right out of the gate today and just be completely honest with you. As you're listening to this right now, in this exact second, your future self is either cheering you on or totally cursing you. Every single second you spend aimlessly scrolling, every minute wasted making excuses, and every hour killed doing, well, absolutely nothing, that's time you are never, ever getting back. We really need to take a hard look at how you're spending your moments right now. Because the harsh reality, the stuff nobody really wants to tell you, is that you aren't just wasting time. You are actively stealing from the person you could become.
So, let me ask you this. What did you do yesterday that actually moved you closer to your goals? Think about it. If you're drawing a blank, or if you're kind of struggling to come up with a real, concrete answer, then that is exactly the problem we're tackling today. You see, you're living like time is unlimited. You're falling into this incredibly dangerous trap of thinking, oh, I've got forever to figure it all out, but while you're waiting for that magical, elusive perfect moment, while you're doom scrolling through everyone else's highlight reels and making these grand plans you literally never execute, your life is just happening without you.
Okay, moving into section 1, stealing from your future. It's a heavy thought, right? But we absolutely have to reframe how we look at our daily habits. The procrastination, the hesitation, those endless little distractions, they are not just innocent ways of killing time. No, they are a direct theft from your own future potential. Because here's the thing. There is a massive, life-altering difference between being busy and actually being productive. Just look around right now. How many people do you know who are stuck in the exact same place they were 5 years ago, right? Same job, same habits, same exact excuses. And here's the secret. They aren't necessarily lazy. They certainly aren't stupid. They just never learn the difference between frantic activity and actual progress. They stay stuck because they confuse being busy, making all these plans they never execute, with being productive, which means actually moving the needle closer to their goals. I really want to let this next thought sink in. Time isn't money, time is life itself. I want you to really let that truth wash over you for a second. You know that little voice in your head? The one that whispers, oh, I'll just start tomorrow, or I'll do it when I have a bit more time. Listen to me. That voice is not protecting you. It is destroying your future, literally one wasted day at a time. Every single time you listen to that voice, you are handing over a piece of your actual life.
Which brings us to section 2, the true cost of waiting. Because wasting time isn't just about ticking fewer boxes on your to-do list.
The real, true cost of procrastination is a profound loss of self-respect. Every single time you choose the easy path, every time you pick immediate comfort over long-term growth, you're sending a deep psychological message to yourself. You're essentially telling yourself that your dreams don't matter, that your future doesn't matter, that you don't matter. Think back to the goals you set last year. Where are they right now? Are they just buried under a mountain of excuses, hidden behind the classic, oh, I'm just too busy defense? Well, here is the harsh truth. You weren't too busy. You just didn't prioritize yourself.
Think about it like this. We literally all get the exact same 24 hours. It's the ultimate universal allotment. And while you've been waiting around, while you've been too busy or stuck in indefinite planning mode, I can guarantee you this. Someone else out there, someone with your exact same circumstances, your exact same challenges, and those exact same 24 hours, they have been building, they've been growing, they've been becoming the exact person that you said you wanted to be. Every opportunity you let slip by because you weren't quite ready or didn't feel like it or were busy with meaningless tasks, man, that is a piece of your potential just dying.
So how do we fix it? That brings us to section 3, renting versus owning time. We need to completely shift our mindset from time management to life management. This is the exact shift that separates the 1% who live extraordinary lives from the 99% who are just merely existing.
The core solution here is time ownership. It's the fundamental understanding that every minute you are alive, you're making an active choice. You are either investing in your future or you are stealing from it. You are either becoming who you are meant to be, or you are actively choosing to stay exactly who you have always been. The 1%? They understand that time is absolutely their most valuable asset, and they guard it like their life depends on it. Because, honestly, it literally does.
Let's really contrast these two mindsets for a second. Most people, the 99%, they just rent their time. They rent it out to whoever is screaming the loudest. They give their absolute best, most energetic hours to jobs they don't even care about, to people who completely underappreciate them, and to activities that simply do not matter in the grand scheme of things. But successful people, the 1%, they own their time. They are the sole deciders of where every single precious minute goes.
This perfectly sets up section 4, the water and the sand. I want to give you a really powerful visual metaphor here to help lock this concept into your memory.
I want you to think of your time like water flowing down a mountain. Water doesn't waste itself, right? It finds the absolute most efficient path to its destination. It doesn't stop to hang out in comfortable little puddles, and it doesn't get distracted by every single rock in its way. It has one singular purpose: to reach the ocean. Your time needs to flow exactly the same way, with purpose, direction, and just this unstoppable momentum towards your goals. But instead, what do most people do? They treat their time like sand. They let it just slip through their fingers without even noticing it's gone. They scatter their attention across 1,000 meaningless little activities, and then, they wonder why nothing significant ever happens in their lives.
Let's break down exactly how this actually plays out in reality. Look, time is the ultimate equalizer. Rich or poor, young or old. But when it comes to motivation, the 99% just sit around waiting for it to magically strike, while the 1% are actively building systems. When it comes to circumstances, the 99% just cross their fingers and hope for things to get better, while the 1% use exactly what they have right in front of them. They don't find time, they make it.
And that brings us to our final section, Section 5, your moment of truth. Because right now, sitting here in this very moment, you have a distinct choice to make. You can finish watching this explainer and go right back to your old patterns, the scrolling, the procrastinating, making those same warm, comfortable excuses. Or you can decide that today is the day you finally take ownership. You've got to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone else to magically come along and save you. The person you are waiting for is you. The time you are waiting for is now. You want to know the real secret here? The most successful people in the world aren't smarter than you. They aren't more talented than you. They don't magically have better opportunities handed to them. They just made a decision. They decided to stop wasting time and start investing it. They decided that their future was way more important than their immediate comfort.
So here is exactly what you are going to do. Before you watch another explainer, before you check another notification, before you find yet another highly creative way to distract yourself from your own life, here is your action plan. Step 1. Choose one important thing you've been putting off. Just one step toward the person you actually want to become. Step 2. Stop waiting for the perfect circumstances to align. And step 3. Do it right now. Not tomorrow, not when you finally feel ready, because the life you want isn't just going to build itself. And the person you want to become isn't going to magically appear out of nowhere. The time you waste today is time your future self will literally never get back.
Your future self is counting on you to make the right choice today. So what's it going to be? Are you going to be part of the 99% who waste their lives waiting for someday? Or are you going to join the 1% who understand that someday is today, that the only person responsible for your life is you? The choice is entirely yours, but please choose wisely, because while you're sitting there deciding, time isn't waiting. Your life isn't hitting pause. Every single second you hesitate is another second you will never, ever get back. Stop wasting time. The clock is ticking. What exactly are you waiting for?